XRP targeting 15 bucks. Ripple's XRP now worth over $100 billion, confirming just how undervalued this company really is. And why are we not talking about an XRP strategic reserve? We're talking about this Bitcoin one. I compare XRP to gold in that it serves as a store of value. We can give Bitcoin credit for that as well. But the additional utility that you get with XRP, I think, is even more valuable than the utility you get with gold. So let's do gold. Let's do Bitcoin, I guess. And why are we not talking about XRP? Well, that conversation is now going to be taking place. We're going to play some clips here. Brad Garlinghouse just gave us a fresh interview. We got some clips teed up here for you on this Monday morning, January 6, 2025. Congress now in session to confirm and certify the election results of 2024. Despite the snowstorm, big snowstorm that just came through, they are in session now, and we are going to see them certify this election. Looking forward to that. And then we also got Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister of Canada, is going to be stepping down. So the tides are shifting. What were headwinds have now turned into tailwinds for our community that's been focused on sound money, real utility and value, and we've been focused on our fight, achieving a level playing field for all. Without further ado, we're going to get into this update. Before I do, I want to mention two things. New merch collections available at the website, zachrector.com/shop. New merch, you're going to love it. And then I also want to make you guys aware that I'm offering 10% off your Patreon membership when you sign up for 1 year. So sign up for 1 year, save 10%, take advantage of that, and also talk with your tax accountant, your professional, in regards to potentially being able to write that one off. Take a look at it. Now, markets are back up this morning, Monday. Love to see it. Starting the week off right. Bitcoin back up to 102.5. Cooling off right now at basically 106. 101.7 as I record this update. And so Bitcoin reclaiming 100,000 this morning and showing some strength. Love to see it. XRP hugging this trend line that I drew up to $2.45 this morning. Right now at this recording, we're at $2.41. XLM, a nice little bounce back up to 45 cents. Love to see it. And I did want to show you guys XDC has had a nice week, really. Some nice green candles coming in here for XDC, pushing back up towards 10 cents for XDC, looking like it's primed to be another top performer in this new current environment, in this bull run that's going to continue all through the rest of next year. Now, let's get right on into it. So many people confused thinking that RLUSD is going to take away from XRP. Couldn't be further from the truth. We've always said it's been complementary, supplemental to XRP, and two different roles. RLUSD is meant to trade between basically enterprises and institutions that want to settle in RLUSD, want to settle in US dollars, and they don't need a bridge currency. But for many of the international commerce and business and transactions, you need that bridge currency. That's always been the role of XRP, and it will continue to be the role of XRP. But listen in here, this is Brad Garlinghouse. He was on a podcast or an interview here, and we got some clips teed up. You're going to like this.
A robust stablecoin, a trusted stablecoin like Ripple USD, we think will actually help that. I don't think it competes with XRP as a different solution because really we think about that as the bridge currency, right? So RLUSD, Ripple USD is $1. Bridge currency is going in and out of other currencies, and having the most liquid, most efficient bridge currency between various currencies around the world, we think is a needed solution in scaling global commerce. A robust...
Yeah, that's what it's all about right there. You still need it. You're always going to need it, right? Because we're not just going to go do, well, I guess we could go to a one world currency and we all use the same thing. And really, that's been the dollar up until now. Now people want to get away with it. But the problem is you look at the BRICS nations and these different groups, they can't agree on a one currency to settle up between each other either. They don't trust each other. And so the bridge currency role is actually, in more demand now than it was, just 10, 20 years ago, especially with the internet and how global our economy truly has become. The need for a bridge currency has grown. And we see that XRP is ready to serve that as the neutral reserve currency. And the XRP ledger is ready to be the best source of liquidity in the world. Remember, you have that DEX that's built in. XRP will be the bridge, and you have the auto bridging features along with others in the XRP ledger that's going to help create that best source of liquidity. It's not just us talking about it. No, the founders and the creators and the developers working on the XRP ledger since the beginning back in 2013, 2012 really, have been working on this goal of making XRP a reserve currency and making the XRP ledger the best source of liquidity for moving value instantaneously at nearly no cost, just like sending an email. And now we're starting to see this come to fruition. Now, we got a mega bomb drop here. Huge shout to Cowboy Crypto, Digital Asset Investor, XRP Drops, our regulars. These guys are on it, man. These guys are like a hunting dog. You know what I'm saying? They don't stop. They get the scent right on that sucker. And they don't stop till they get it. And so this interview dropped this morning, and I wake up and had a busy morning with the kids. Finally get into the office, and I see that our guys have already clipped it up. So shout out to the regulars. This is what makes our community so strong. We've been over the target, and we will continue to be over that target till we achieve our goals, which once again is to see XRP all the way through and to create that level playing field. But what we have here, there's some talk of a crypto reserve, and you're going to hear Brad Garlinghouse talk about this matter and speak to the role of Bitcoin and other technologies, which could be a reserve as well. Take a listen in on this one.
This administration is putting America first. And, well, I mean, we shall see. It's still, there's things to play out and things to happen. But I think indications are that, if, for example, there's some talk about a crypto reserve, I think that would end up including Bitcoin and other technologies, which, frankly, just makes sense from a diversification point of view. And so I'm very optimistic that it is a new dawn for the crypto industry in the United States. The United States has led in many technical innovations, and it was leading in crypto, and some of the leading global companies are based here in the United States. But the last handful of years in the Biden administration have been very hostile towards crypto, maybe amongst the most hostile on the planet, and that's coming to an end. So that's going to be good for the companies that, Ripple included.
Yeah, and you notice right away, too, it wasn't even like a hesitation at all about Bitcoin and other technologies. It was directly to that. There wasn't, no, this is just Bitcoin, and maybe they'll think about some others. No, it was Bitcoin and others are going to be there. It is not just going to be Bitcoin. I also want to point out, too, as we roll into the next segment, which is speaking to how undervalued Ripple is, I've been saying how Ripple is going to be the darling that comes out and emerges as the crypto darling that goes public and everybody falls in love. You already saw the success of Coinbase and their IPO. That was a big hit, and that was probably the biggest crypto IPO that we've seen in the United States yet. Ripple's going to top that, and Ripple actually could become the largest IPO to ever happen in the history of IPOs. Saudi Aramco, they are the largest IPO at $25.6 billion. In this next clip, though, you'll see Brad confirms that their bag of XRP is worth over $100 billion. As I've been talking about, I dropped a valuation video with the whiteboard there just about a week or so ago, talking to just this point specifically, tells you how undervalued Ripple is when you just look at their bag of XRP. When you compare them to other similar companies like MicroStrategy, Brad's going to point out that MicroStrategy is trading at a 3 times premium to the net asset value. Well, XRP is trading at basically a 1/10 discount, a 90% discount compared to how much the XRP bag is worth. And of course, Ripple's not public. They're trading on the secondary markets. And so it's not as liquid, it's not as fluid, but that is set to change. But bringing it back to Ripple being the darling here, they just announced, right? Brad put out the tweet saying this is the most pro-crypto Congress. We have a change in administration. And now Ripple is hiring 75% of their open roles are here in the United States. They've also noted that since the election, basically in the past 6 weeks, they've landed more U.S. partners than they had in the previous 6 months. So once again, Ripple is going to be the darling where Wall Street gets to say, wow, look at this little startup company out of San Francisco. They're using cryptocurrency for real utility, solving real problems. This isn't fluff. This isn't speculation. This is really making a difference, really solving real problems. Now they're going to be hiring in the United States, investing in the United States, maybe playing a role in Trump's administration, right? All eyes are about to be on Ripple, and they're going to be viewed as the darling of the cryptocurrency space. And when they go IPO, I think that it is going to be the largest IPO that we've ever seen in the history of the world. Let me play this clip here, though, from Brad Garlinghouse in this interview, speaking exactly to the point that I've been making. The bag of XRP is worth $100 billion. How can the company be valued at $11 billion? That's a little bit of a discount, I would say. So take a listen in here. This is Brad Garlinghouse. And as DAI points out here, he says, I've been watching Brad Garlinghouse interviews for a long time. Often you can tell when he's dying to say the quiet part out loud, but can't because the CEO in him holds him back, which we all understand. But my gut says this is one of those times, and my gut is right 99.9% of the time. Lock the F in. Listen, you could tell, because Brad's pretty smooth with it. He did a little couple stutters in this one, and I think it's because what DAI is mentioning here, he wants to say more. But take a listen in on this one.
So, look, I don't think about it as a kind of there's up to the minute valuation stuff. But I think it's safe to assume that the 11 billion is very outdated at this point.
Outdated is the politically correct way of saying that, yes, the valuation is incredibly discounted.
The total value of the XRP we own now exceeds 100 billion. And that is.
Once again, that's 100 billion at a $2.40 XRP. I'm about to show you in the next clip that we're targeting 15 bucks. You can play around with the math on what this number looks like, what this Ripple valuation looks like at a $5, $10. Oh man, should we talk about a 589 XRP? Better not. Better stop myself right there.
Another mark. One of the things I don't know how to get my head around exactly is, the way that Ripple has traded in the secondary private markets has been at a significant discount to net asset value. Some would say MicroStrategy is comparable in some ways, but trades at I think 3x premium to net asset value. And you think, that's interesting. Again, I'm not anti MicroStrategy. I hope is a massive success and keeps doing what they're doing. And look, Ripple has been in a position where we have not prioritized going public. That didn't really make any sense in the previous SEC administration. Maybe that changes in the future, and we'll evaluate that as things unfold.
Yeah, and they will be going public here in the United States of America. I 100% agree that. Or they would just decide to stay private, but they're in a position to stay private as long as they need to. They're flush with cash, flush with XRP, and you compare them to MicroStrategy. I want to make a point too. Notice how Brad, he doesn't dig on them at all. He just says, this is the math. The math is they're trading at a 3 times premium to net asset value. We're trading at a 90% discount to net asset value just on our XRP. That doesn't include Ripple stablecoin. MicroStrategy doesn't have a stablecoin. They don't have a custody business. They aren't a software company that's working with banks. I mean, what does MicroStrategy do besides buy Bitcoin? I don't know. But like he said, wish them all the best. Michael Saylor, Bitcoin. And I'll say this as we bring it into the next clip about targeting $15 XRP. What we're watching right now is I want to see Bitcoin break up above 110,000 because that's going to send us for the rest of the space. We need to see some strength back in Bitcoin. That's going to lift up the rest of the space. But at the same time, we have additional catalysts that are only relating to XRP that would push XRP up higher too, like a settlement in this SEC versus Ripple lawsuit, right? And so once again, I've been making the point, many others have been making this point, that the company Ripple is incredibly undervalued, and the traditional financial world doesn't know how to value the company Ripple, in part because they don't know how to value these digital assets. They're still trying to wrap their minds around how XRP has a market cap of 150 billion. Well, this is just getting started. And once again, that valuation, the net asset value of the company Ripple, just on their bag of XRP being at 100 billion, this is at a $2 XRP. Now, Cointelegraph, this is not from me. This isn't from a TA person that's in the XRP community. This is from Cointelegraph. It says XRP forms a bull flag pattern targeting $15 backed by surging open interest and historical bullish momentum. As I've been saying, the technicals are there. The fundamentals are there. The legal competitive advantage is absolutely there. XRP has been set free. Headwinds have shifted to tailwinds. We are smooth sailing. The rest of the space might be in some trouble. Our broader economy is in some trouble. a World War III is still going on. We still have a couple weeks till this new administration can take the office and take the helm. So there are still some things in our way, but what we're looking at right now is for Bitcoin here to make its next move. If we can push up and break through 110,000, I think that will then send XRP up towards an all-time high. But I also leave room for XRP to move up towards all-time high just based off of, once again, as Brad said, that manipulation. You keep that basketball underwater, you keep that inflatable ball underwater for so long, eventually you let go and that thing's going to shoot up and explode. That's what's happening for XRP with multiple catalysts lined up to push us towards all-time high. So, new administration, new SEC. We're looking at this company going public towards the end of the year. And once again, this is bullish catalyst happening now through the end of this year into next year. I mean, this party for XRP, we're going to be here for a while. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. We're going to be here for a while. I don't want you to leave or go anywhere. Stick with us because this journey is just getting started and it's really just getting good. So let's have some fun with it. We're locked in for 2025. This is going to be a massive year with the momentum we brought from 2024 carrying us in here to the new year. It is looking fantastic. And once again, it went from ignore XRP, don't talk about XRP, Ripple's a fraud, all this, to everybody having to acknowledge that we're targeting 15 bucks. We are going to have a conversation about a strategic reserve for XRP. We are going to be taking a look at this company, Ripple, having the largest IPO in the history of the world. You can no longer ignore this story. So might as well hop on board with us. We're still accepting room on board the XRP train. Come on in, okay? Everything's available at ZachRector.com. I appreciate you guys on the way out. You guys know what you can do to help me out. I greatly appreciate it. God bless you all. Happy Monday. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.